Hey everyone, Shabba here and welcome back to another random match on WWE 2K17. Now this one has been suggested by Nathan Wynn and it is going to be Marty Scurll taking on Tommy End. And I have picked the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla Arena for this one. So the first time I've used it, so let's hope it's a good one. And here we go. Oh, I see. This is the old-fashioned PWG looking arena by the looks of it. And here he is, the villain, Marty Scurll, of course, this year's winner of the Battle of Los Angeles. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good core, actually. I quite like it. I do like it, actually, so it's pretty cool. Now, of course, I have done this in the Battle of... Well, I've done this in the PWG arena, as both these guys have worked quite a lot for PWG over the last year or so. Not quite sure what's going to happen with Marty Scurll. Will he get signed up by another company, or will he continue to work the Indies? I suppose he's making a lot of money on the Indies, which I believe is one of the reasons why Zack Sabre Jr. didn't move to WWE, because he was making that much money on the Indies and doing his own merchandise. It wasn't really worth it for him. But I'm sure eventually things will change. I suppose it's an easier life in the WWE because you're guaranteed a base wage, I believe, and then you get paid more depending on your position on the card. This is going to be an interesting one. One of my favourite wrestlers in the world is Tommy End. And I think this is a pretty good core. I'm still undecided on this core. It is the best one on the community creations at the moment, but I'm still a little bit undecided about it. I've not used it yet. This is the first time I'm going to use it in the ring. Of course, I have got him downloaded to use in our new NXT Universe mode, which is coming up pretty soon. I think when I say pretty soon, I think probably by the end of this month. Once we've finished off doing our WWE, we've got 1 more week's worth of Raw and SmackDown left, and then we've got Fastlane, then we've got 4 more weeks worth of Raw and SmackDown, and then we've got WrestleMania. I think while I'm off over the Christmas week, I might get a chance to record more episodes, so we might be able to get WWE finished by the end of this year, and then get onto NXT in the new year. I'm not promising anything though, because I am working. I'm working all this weekend. I'm away all next weekend, and then of course it's Christmas weekend, so it's going to be tricky to get time to record, but hopefully we're going to be looking good. Because it's not the easiest thing to record. There's a lot of recording, editing, and bits and bobs to do. These random matches aren't too bad. I can knock about 4 or 5 of these up in one night, thankfully. And everything else I do. I did Skyrim for 1 day, and I've got 2 months worth of videos. That's how much I blitzed Skyrim in 1 day. It's lovely. I love that game though. So we got Tommy End versus Marty Scurll. I can't wait to see Tommy End in WWE. I'm surprised he hasn't debuted in the main roster yet, to tell the truth. It does look pretty good, actually. Tattoo-wise, this Tommy End is fantastic. Tattoos are actually perfect. And this Marty Scurll's attire and everything is pretty good as well. I'm just not 100% sure on Marty's face. That's the only thing. It's pretty good, actually. It's not too bad. Both these guys are actually very good, aren't they? I'll be interested to see what Tommy End's like moveset-wise, because if you don't know much about Tommy End, he is a wrestler, but he's also a kickboxer as well. So he's got a lot of stiff kicks in his arsenal. One of my favourite matches I think I ever saw live was Tommy End versus Davey Richards, and that was incredible because both guys used to kick the head off of each other. It was an amazing, amazing match. So far, though, Tommy End's not had a chance to do anything because Marty Scurll has just dominated. But Tommy End now, the Fisherman Suplex. Now, what is Tommy looking for here? Oh, just stamping the face of Marty into the mat. And again, I could have... I've done quite a few matches at Progress now, but I could have done this match at Progress as well, because this has happened. I'm sure this match has happened at Progress before. Of course, Tommy End... I didn't realise how well thought of Tommy End was. I really was a massive fan of Tommy End when I started watching him in the UK scene about 2 or 3 years ago. And I didn't realise how well thought of he was everywhere else. Because he started getting picked for bigger... all the big UK companies like ICW and Progress and Rev Pro, and then he, of course, he was working for WXW in Germany as well, and then of course he started getting bookings for PWG and Evolve, and now of course signed by WWE as well. And I really think he's going to be a real a real wild card. I don't know what sort of gimmick they're going to give him. I can only imagine they're going to give him... I'd imagine to be pretty similar to the... Not similar to Baron Corbin as such, but... I think it's very much be like a Bray Wyatt, Baron Corbin sort of cross. Like a lone wolf sort of dark character who just... less words, more actions, I think. Marty there with the arm breaker on Tommy End, who fights back with that back elbow. Not seen any kicks from Tommy yet, though. Oh, there's a big gutbuster. And he's going to follow it up with a big kick to the side of the head of Marty. And maybe I spoke too soon when I said I hadn't seen many kicks yet. I'll take it, Marty Scurll. Oh, big pile driver. A move, of course, that WWE did not allow you to use. There's the pin. 1, 2... Oh, almost a 3 count already. That would have been a very, very quick match. Tommy End now up to the top where we know he does like to use a double foot stomp. And he looks like he's lining up that double foot stomp. And there it is. Straight to the gut of Marty Scurll. This could be a very, very quick match. 2. Oh, no, it's only a 2 count. I thought the referee's hand hit the mat there for a 3. But he does claim it's only a 2. And Tommy End once again going up top. Does he have another double foot stomp in him? No, he's going to go for a moonsault. Marty's back up, but Tommy waits for him, sending him straight into the corner. And every time Marty tries to get any offense, Tommy's just there to reverse it. And there it is again. Tommy getting right in the face of Marty, trying to taunt Tommy, who catches a hold of him. Front chance, he pushes him away. And Marty Scurll now with a snapmare. Both these guys showing that they know people very, very well. They know each other very well. Oh, Tommy with a big kick to the side of the head. Tommy now just stamping. Oh, just using them boots to just force Marty Scurll back into the mat. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Tommy just lifting Marty Scurll up into that 1916. And Tommy End dominating this one. Can Tommy actually finish Marty Scurll off though? That's the thing. Tommy's been very dominant so far, but he needs that one big move to finish Marty off because he can always come back into a Hurricanrana like that. Marty now bringing Tommy End back up to his feet. And a running super kick. Using one of Tommy's strengths against him. Clubbing blow now. Looking to lock in the chicken wing. Is Tommy End going to tap? He doesn't seem like the sort of person who would tap normally. Has Marty got the submission locked in tight enough? He does! And Marty Scurll out of nowhere. Tommy End has dominated this match. And Marty Scurll out of nowhere has picked up the submission victory. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Marty Scurll victorious. That really came out of nowhere, that one. And the cross-face chicken wing for the win. And well, that was a pretty good match. I quite enjoyed that one as well. So thank you very much once again to Nathan Wynn for suggesting that one. Of course, if anyone does have any other suggestions for random matches they would like to see, please do drop down in the comment section below. I will add them all into a big hat. And if yours gets shouted out, just like Nathan's has today, you will get a shout out in the process. If yours gets shouted out, if yours gets pulled out of the hat, you will get a shout out in the process of me recording your suggestion. Of course, if you could like this video, that'd be absolutely grand because of YouTube's algorithms and stuff like that. The more likes the video has, the more likely it is for other people to find it. Really helps me out, grows the channel a bit. And of course, if you are new around here and you've enjoyed what you've seen, then check down the description below. There is a playlist for all of our random matches so far in 2K17. And of course, you can always subscribe as well. And we do have a universe mode ongoing, which you might want to check out as well. I've been Chevy Gamer. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you all very, very soon for another Random match.